everybody hear me?
Hello. Hello?
Can everybody hear me okay? The volumes are a bit low. I don't think I'm going to be able to. You'll have to just balance your audio for me. Can you turn the game down?
You want me to turn the game down? Are we live?
And yes, we are.
We are on stream. People can hear me and see me.
Yes, that's correct. But we
yes,
need to balance the audio because the game is a bit loud. It doesn't want to let me control it.
Yep.
Actually, I might be able to fix that with a direct capture of. I don't know what device I might be using.
Okay.
Let me just check this to see.
How's that sound? Yeah. Hello, chat. The Kirby joke was meant for the end, but unfortunately that's been spoiled now. I've turned it down by like 4 decibels. How does that sound?
Yeah, so I can hardly hear you on stream.
You can hardly hear me, like my voice?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm just going to boost your audio.
I mean, I can put a gain filter on if you need me to.
So just on your OBS, just like sort of pre-balance it for me, and then I'll just boost the audio up.
Okay.
From there.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn down my game just a tiny bit, and then put a gain filter on my mic.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna boost it like 13 decibels and hope that
Oh, you can boost my mic 13 decibels specifically?
I can boost all of it.
All right, no, I can just add a gain filter on my mic specifically.
Probably also need to do it for Discord as well.
All right, that's
because
fine.
it's all quiet. Yeah.
Yep. Gain. All right, there's so much lag, so much rendering lag. Okay, I turned up the game by like 7 decibels. Then.
All right, so how does this sound, everybody in chat? Can you just get the game up so they can see it
and hear it? Yeah. Does this sound good? Are we nice? Are we good? Are we great, chat? I'm so glad that we get to solve these issues live and in living color for everyone to see.
This is a community effort, guys.
Right?
We're doing it together.
For all, how many people are watching?
About 700.
About 700? Oh, we'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. Oh, my microphone just bumped into something.
And not only can we solve tech issues together, we can also raise money for Haven House.
Right?
Yeah.
Might just turn down your game just a little bit more, and then we should be perfect. I don't know how much louder the game gets.
It gets a tiny bit louder. I turned it down by 2 more decibels. Let me go back in.
Maybe like 7 decibels, to be honest.
Like a full 7? Okay. I can turn down the -10. -11.
Yeah.
Okay, how does this sound? In comparison to my voice, this is like my natural talking voice, so.
Yeah, we'll see how that sounds.
Nice. Alright, so, do we want to start?
Alright, I think, that's gonna have to do.
Okay. Alright, Soaring Sloth, I mean not Soaring, why am I saying Soaring Sloth? Briarwoods. I'm getting my host mixed up. You want to do your intro thing, or do you want to just let me
I'll do a quick intro.
Yeah.
So, thanks to the tech team getting rid of all those ferrets in our servers, pulling out wires. But, yeah, we're finally back on schedule. We got Ozmourn bringing us Antichamber 100%. And you know what, real quick, just to bring up our donation goals, we're so close to reaching the next big 100, 3,300, a little less than 40 pounds, guys. Hopefully we can get it before the end of the marathon, but I believe in you all. So, before we waste any more time, Ozmourn, up to you.
Okay. Wonderful. Hello, everyone. We're about an hour behind schedule, so I'm not going to do too much with introductions. But my name is Ozmourn. You probably saw me with the Light Matter speedrun that I had on a Friday afternoon. But now I'm going to be running Antichamber 100%. What does 100% mean? Well, we're going to get all 120 signs you can see behind me, all 13 pink cubes, and all of the map. And this is actually displayed by the different trackers that I have on screen.
Are we going to have this... We're not going to have this like lag issue with anyone else, are we?
Left of my face. I don't know. I could be pointing the wrong way. To the left of my face, you can see the map and the tracker that tracks all of the signs in blue little dots. At the bottom right of the game screen, you can see the overall percentage completion, and then a pink dots to represent all the little pink cubes that we have. So with that, we are going to just get straight into it. There is a lot that I have to explain.
Right, I was looking at the server. I thought you were showing us on there.
People are saying the mic is very loud. Is that true?
I do not know.
Is it my mic or is it the Discord mic?
Yeah.
I want to fix that because I don't want to blast people's ears before we start the run.
I don't know.
Oh, somebody else? Somebody else is showing up on stream that shouldn't be showing up right now is what they're saying. Which is weird.
Because it's only you and me on the Discord right now.
Okay. Is it you? Is it the host's mic?
Am I too loud?
Tell us, chat, please. Be the word of wisdom in this trying time. Is Briarwoods too loud?
Well, if I am too loud, I'll really quickly shout out a donation from Tempest Mask 1000, donating £1 and 42 pence. Hey, friends of FTLG, man, to think the event saw so much change months since the last. My first FTLG, which I gamed for and helped a bit, from the welcome debut to the cute epic mascot Dexter, passing 2.5k pounds to the actors that joined us. I must say, it's one of the books. Good luck,
But we have to turn monitoring output on.
All right, Tempest, thank you so much for that. Okay, apparently they were hearing rain. I don't know why.
Oh.
I don't know how, but but
Rain, you
yeah.
need to save your talking for your own stream, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta go.
Yeah, but let's not waste any more time. There's a lot I have to do and a lot I have
You
to
should
explain,
not be
so
able
keep
to
up
hear
with me
me.
because I cannot keep up with myself. Okay, so we need to start from a fresh file.
What on earth is going on?
The trackers that we have are going to update in real time because a lot of the stuff that I collect isn't going to be very obvious at first. But okay, we're going to start. Whoever's controlling the timer, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So the main thing that we have to do is first we need to get the blue gun. There are 4 different types of guns in this game, and the blue gun is the base gun, has the base mechanics, and it sucks. We are going to try to get the red gun as quickly as we can, because the red gun is overpowered and allows us to skip a lot of puzzles. However, right now we are getting the first introduction to pink cubes, and what the pink cubes do is they are one of the, there are 13 of them, they're one of the few collectibles in this game, and they will only move to their destination if you have your crosshair on them. So that's what you have to do in order to solve the different puzzles involving the pink cubes. A lot of the puzzles around this game are based on your positioning, your spatial positioning, your camera positioning, and a lot of different viewing things at different perception, at different angles. Right here, we are confronted with these windows, and whenever you have your entire screen filled up by the windows, you get transported to wherever the windows are, showing you. And as you can see here, right now is an example of me kind of looking at the trackers to know exactly when I get a specific trigger, like a map trigger right now. As you can see, it turned to 11.6, and that's how I know that we can exit and move on to another part of the map. And you're going to see me be doing this a lot by exiting the main menu and then selecting where I want to go from the hub instead of just going there myself. Primarily because the slight time saves that you receive from that are very, very helpful, and they add up a lot throughout the run. And with a run that's this short, you really want to get as much time as you can. And sometimes you're forced to exit the main menu like you were right there. But we're going to look at this window, grab that sign, and we're going to have a little bit of staring contest with this eyeball. You have to stare at this eye for 15 seconds before it disappears and opens the way for you. And in this next room, we're going to have a puzzle called Leapfrog. There is a skip for this Leapfrog. However, we are not going to do it because I suck at it. We're going to grab these two and just use them as a leapfrog with each other. Wonderful. Please. Thank you. And with that, we are actually getting the green gun. The green gun has a few little special things that the blue gun can't do, like create multiple cubes at a time, but we're not going to use it for very long. Right here, we're going to get our first instance of lag glitch, where I am hitting F11 to go in and out of windowed mode. And with that, when you're in that lagged state, the game, you can kind of just walk through certain triggers, like certain lasers that can close doors, or everything around the game except you kind of just freezes, so you can just walk through them because the game is still reading your inputs. And up next here, we're going to get the yellow gun, but we're also going to do a very important trick called a warp. Essentially, what a warp is that the game really doesn't like it when you and an object are in the same space. And we're going to use that in a very interesting way right here, is that we are going to go into a lag state and then shoot a bunch of cubes at a wall. And if you're fast enough when you create this lag and then quit to main menu, before the cubes hit the wall, oh, we weren't fast enough right there. Let's try it again. If you're fast enough before the cubes hit the wall, they will not disappear. They'll actually stay there. And they are covering up a spawn point for a specific level. And when you, since the game is reading that something is in that spawn point, it can't put you there. So instead it puts you back into the lobby with a gun. And with that, it has very weird properties that you can actually select areas of the map that you haven't discovered before by just right-clicking over their supposed area on the map. I hope I explained that pretty well, because it's probably the most complicated glitch in this game, and we're going to see it twice in this run. Right here is the only RNG portion of this run. We're going to, these orbs will only move if you move, and the direction that they kind of move in are pretty random. There's specific movements like moving slowly that you can do to kind of mediate that randomness, but overall, you just kind of have to hope that the RNG works in your favor. But that's the only part of this run that's RNG, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And what we got from the yellow gun is the ability to just move cubes freely like that. And what we have from the red gun is the ability to hold down mouse button and left click and infinitely and just create cubes and expand them in every direction. Right here, we are going to do a tower clip where we just push ourselves through the wall with those two cubes. And we're going to see that twice in order to skip certain areas. It skips a tower, as we can see. That tower is built up of 7 rooms, and each room will lead to a different area of puzzles that you have to solve before getting to the next part of the tower. And with tower clip, you can actually go straight from one tower to another because spatially on the map, they're actually right next to each other. Right here, we're going to walk backwards and ride this cube up to this secret area to get, I believe, the 4th pink cube of the run. Yes, I like counting. And we're going to get introduced to some more mechanics right here. We're going to walk forward to grab a map trigger that we do have to grab, that we do have to come back to later. We're going to move, whenever you're in this like gel area, your cubes are actually supposed to disappear. So sometimes you have to move them through manually. We're going to have the second instance of tower clip right here to get a sign over here and that skips a puzzle later on. And right here, I'm actually going to do another glitch. Whenever you walk off a platform without having previously jumped, the game kind of stores your jump. It's kind of like a jump stores of sorts, and I actually screwed that up very heavily. The game will store your jump, so you can just jump midair, and then I'm going to move these cubes up here and grab them for this next puzzle. And you're going to see a really, really good example of that jump storage glitch right here, where I transport to this next room, and then grab a cube from down there from the up and stop myself halfway down this tower so I don't have to ride all the way back up. We're going to wait until it turns to 848.9, and then we're going to go to tower 5. We're going to ride this cube up, and we're going to get the 5th pink cube of the run right here. And another instance of the jump storage glitch hopefully will work out. Thank you. That's very close. That one is always very tight. I have messed that up several times before. Again, a lot of the puzzles and a lot of the transporting from one place to another is all based off of your spatial positioning and camera positioning. So you're going to be seeing a lot of rooms that weren't there before that we're going to just be randomly appearing at. Right here in this room, we're going to grab a few signs. And one thing about the mechanic of the yellow gun that we have is that you don't necessarily have to move the moves to an exact location. So first off, we're going to fill up this line up here up to, like, oh, sorry, the game doesn't like to cooperate with me sometimes. We're going to fill up this whole line of cubes up to right here, and then we're just going to bring them into this location right here. And the reason that I did that location specifically was so I can start filling up the bottom line with cubes as the top line was moving to the laser on the right. And believe it or not, you actually don't have to, like, lead the cubes in the exact location that you want them to. You just have to go into a general location, and the cubes will eventually just stop if something stops them. And right there was another glitch that I did called cube chambering, where that little wall of, like, that gooey wall that was supposed to get rid of one of my cubes, I actually kept it. You can only do it with one cube at a time, but it's the easiest glitch in this game. It is just right click, left click, and then let go of right click. It is as easy as a glitch comes, and you can store cubes one at a time and cheese your way through certain puzzles like that. Right here, I kind of want to talk about the different bindings that we have in this game. Right now, I have shoot rebinded to scroll down. I have grab the cubes rebinded to scroll up. Excuse me, game. This is just disrespectful. Thank you. Wonderful. I have F11 rebinded to E. I have escape rebinded to Q, so I can just constantly do the lag glitch and also escape to main menu immediately. These are stuff that we allowed in order to prioritize, the replayability of this run, so you don't have to move your arm all the way across the screen in order to perform lag glitch or perform or just exit to main menu. You don't have to move your arm all the way off the keyboard to do that. And right here is my favorite part of the run, Logic 101. And now is a really good time to discuss the fact that this game likes to color code the cubes and specific puzzles based on whatever gun that they think you should have at the moment. So for example, this area, you're supposed to have the blue cube. This is actually the tutorial area of the game. But of course we come here back when we have the red gun, because the red gun is just incredibly overpowered and allows us to solve certain puzzles with absolute ease, because we can just infinitely make cubes with them. Right there I did a bit of a glitch where I ran into a wall of cubes as it was growing outwards, and it kind of pushed me downwards into that elevator space so that I can get a sign and map trigger. We're going to turn around to a room that wasn't there before, like that. And then we're going to go back here. What does the sign say? It says, don't look down. Oh, but we're going to look down anyway. I'm going to take this moment to reposition my camera because I don't really like the way it is right now. I hope that's better. But we're about halfway through the run in terms of time. These last few moments are very intense. Right here we need to make sure that we don't jump down that secret pit right there. Get a map trigger up here that we're going to come back to later. And then we're going to grab the 7th pink cube of the run. I'm bad at counting. We're going to grab all the cubes over there from and we're going to use them as a little bit of a bridge over this area right here. And we're going to grab those same cubes and use them as a wall right here. And this puzzle right here, if you disappear, if you like make a cube disappear and then another cube has taken its place before it comes back, the cube will actually just remain disappeared forever. It's gone, wiped away from existence. And so we're going to use that in order to solve that puzzle and open the door back up at the end. And right here is another really, really cool part of the run. First off, the way that I'm getting rid of the wall of the green cubes to the left of me is that whichever half, and when you like get rid of a cube, whichever half of the cubes that you have gotten rid of is smaller, it will just disappear from existence. And so that's how that green wall of cubes disappeared behind me, because the red wall on the right had more cubes in there. Okay, here's a bunch of up and down and around. But right here, we are going to use a bit of a cube glitch in order to, once again, make sure that the cubes don't disappear before they hit the wall by exiting to main menu as soon as you shoot them. We're going to cube chamber one cube through here, and there's a tiny little gap in between these walls right here that you can just grab cubes from. It's right up here. There we go. Wonderful. And then we're going to use these two cubes to grab this sign right here, and we're going to cube chamber this cube all the way to the other end in order to open up this door, these cubes, and grab another sign and map trigger. Then we're going to go to Stairway to Heaven. We're going to walk all the way backwards and go to the other end of this hallway. We're going to do something called elevator clip. First off, we want to hug this corner right here so that we can walk backwards and activate a map trigger without getting teleported to the other side of to another part of the map. And then we are going to walk all the way down to the final, not the final pink cube, the 7th or 9th pink cube. I don't know, I'm not keeping track, honestly. But the reason that worked is because when an elevator is going up and you are being pushed down by a cube, the cube will just kind of push you through because it's like static and the elevator is moving upwards. We're gonna get a map trigger up here, and we're gonna come back to later. We're going to go down this elevator and get cube right here. Oh, I forgot to do something. We're gonna go back to Stairway to Heaven. I forgot to get these cubes right here because we need them for later. Okay, we need them for this area right here. Could you imagine? I forgot to do something in this run of all things. Blasphemy. But we're gonna stop this giant cube in its tracks to make sure the elevator stays down. We're gonna use scroll wheel down to make a tower of cubes up, and we're gonna fill up these two lines completely with cubes. And then we're gonna use a jump glitch in order to grab a map trigger at near the bottom of that area, but not jump down that pit. And right here is a good example of just trying to maintain your accuracy with your shots by filling up these holes in the wall with lasers while still moving. It's one of the hardest things in this run. And right here you can see that the area, that the angle, that the direction in which the cubes go out of, whether it's spread out on the wall or outwards towards you, is all dependent on the angle that you spread them out in. But right here we're going to go to too many lasers, and we're going to do another example of cube chambering. We only need one cube from this next area, and we're going to use the same cube to grab around two different signs and two different map triggers. Thank you. We're going to cube chamber through here, and we're going to use the same cube to ride our way up this section right here. And it's very important that when we get up to this section, that we walk backwards so that the game does not transport us to another area, but we can still collect the map and sign trigger. As you can see, I'm able to move some of these cubes before they disappear because the game still reads them as being there just for a few seconds. And so if you're quick enough before they disappear, you can actually move them and they will not disappear. And you can move them to collect some of those lasers in the wall. Here we're going to use the same jump glitch to cheese our way through here and just get to the other side. We're going to make a tower of cubes around 4 cubes high, and we're going to fill this entire giant cube area up with a wall of red cubes so we can get all of the lasers here. And then we are at 91.2% completion. That's what we like to see. And right here, we are going to perform the second warp of the run. And that skips the entire chase sequence with like the giant black cube that you see at the end of the game. Let's see if we can get this warp first try. Did we get it? We did! First try, let's go! Everyone, get some pogs in chat for a first try. My goodness. But unfortunately, we did not get the hub storage thing, but we're going to do a backup for that. And what hub storage backup essentially is that when you release a bunch of cubes at the same time from your gun, and then quit to main menu, the game can't like get rid of all the cubes at once, and so the game will actually refund some of your cubes because it's still read as some of it being inside of your gun before you quit to main menu, and so you can actually keep those cubes from one area to the next, because usually when you exit to main hub and then go to another area, all the cubes in your gun kind of disappear. But you have to be very quick with it when it comes to exiting to main menu. Right here, we're going to use another example of cube chambering to fill up these lasers right here and open these doors. And now we're in the part of the run that's kind of like the cleanup section. We're going to get the last few sign triggers and map triggers, and also the last few pink cubes. If you go back to this area that we were in before, you can realize that this little door right here will actually lead you to a pink cube. We're going to go here to Deja Vu. We only need one gun right here. And these circles, this was a mechanic that was actually introduced casually much earlier in the game. Excuse me. So I actually have a free scroll mouse, and I accidentally keep moving it when I try to do the warps. And so I forgot to turn on the scroll again, and so my mouse, the slight movement of me moving my mouse up or down is kind of disorienting me a bit, because the game thinks I'm trying to collect cubes when I'm not. But the point is, this next area, we're just going to clean up some of this area. We can't cube chamber through here because we need 2 cubes at the end of this hallway, and cube chambering only works with 1 cube at a time. And cube chambering only works with 1 cube at a time, so cube chambering is pretty useless there. Right here, we get the last few sign or map triggers. Oop, I accidentally did lag glitch. Wouldn't you love to see it? And then right here is the last map and sign trigger, and we're actually almost to the end of the game, but first we need to collect the last pink cube and last few signs. And the last pink cube of this game actually takes 90 seconds to collect, and is in the biggest room. So if the host wants to say anything, he has 90 seconds starting 10 seconds ago. Firewoods?
Sorry, completely forgot.
No worries.
No, I'm just like, I'm so zoned out of this. But no, just a quick shout out to our event, which is Haven House. They offer a range of support to meet the well-being of our individuals and families. This includes social opportunities for families to come together and meet others. For example, a sibling activity days and coffee mornings. Haven House also offers a 24-hour advice line, emotional and practical support, dad's group meetups, family days, and bereavement support. So type !donate in the chat, and donate what you guys can. We're so close to 3,300 pounds, literally less than 40 away.
Any donations that came in during the run?
Just the one from Tempest Mask.
Oh, we love to see it. Thank you so much, Tempest. All right, you can still keep talking. We have around 30 seconds left of this cube.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Before this run started, Ozmourn told me, you are not going to have any time to talk, and you are not going to understand anything I'm doing. And I'm literally sitting here just mouth agape, I don't understand. You're telling me what you're doing, but it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And if it makes you feel any better, the speedrun probably makes a tad bit more sense in the game casually, just because I'm actually trying to explain things to you.
I know.
Oh my god. But as we collected that final pink cube, that's the last pink cube of the run, we are going to collect the last few signs. You probably noticed that there is a timer in the main lobby with a sign behind it. And I do have some good news. That is the last sign. But the bad news is that we have to sit here for 1 hour and 9 minutes. Yeah. So I hope you guys are enjoying your time. No, but really, we do have a way to bypass this, and that is crashing the game. Of course, when you exit, it's called a thing called timer glitch, and so when you clip out of the hub by exiting to the hub and then moving to the left, you can collect the sign behind the timer. However, you can't go back into the hub because the game already thinks that you're in the hub. And so you can't escape to the hub because there's just literally no way. And so you are forced to exit the game and then restart the game in order to finish the run to get this last cube right here. But with that, we are almost up on time. This is the last area of the game. And I'm just going to, oh, excuse me. All right, there we go, wonderful. Time is coming up when I shoot this black cube into the pedestal, and 3, 2, 1, time. time. All right. That is amazing. Wait, let me fix this. Okay, thank you. All right. That is amazing. Oh dear, what is going on? I accidentally opened 2 instances of the game, but we're gonna go to the right instance of this game, right here. So this is the end of Antichamber 100%. What was my final time?
The final time was 21 minutes and 47 seconds.
I think that was the exact time I got on GDQ.
Oh wow.
No.
When
no.
you got pressure on you, you go fast.
Yeah, or it was like it was a 21 4x. Like I'm in marathons, I tend to get around there 21 4x. But yeah, that is Antichamber 100%. Did you guys understand anything that I said? Because it's on the test. It's gonna be on the test. You're gonna test it right now. But for real, I love games like these. These are my niche, just incomprehensible puzzle platformers that no, that when you're watching the speedrun of it, you just can't understand it. It's an amazing time. I love these games so much. And if you are interested in running these games, please join the Discord for Antichamber. Look us up on speedrun.com. Shout out to Capitiano, California, Votium, all the top runners. Shout out to WYDD. I don't know how to exactly pronounce his name, but that's how you spell it. A bit of a backstory. Before I started running this game, no one had ran this game. No one had ran this category specifically in the past 8 years, since 2013. So I'm very glad to bring it back. It's a really, really fun run, so underrated. But and thank you so much to FTLG for having me and for having me show off this run. It was such a good time. And shout outs to my boy Sparky McCalc1 in the chat. He's going to come up with struggling in a bit. I don't think the next run, but I think the run after that. I love this game so much. Please come join the community. We would love to have you. And with that, I am Ozmourn, and this has been Antichamber 100%. Thank you so much for having me. I'll see you guys around. Bye.
Yep. And you guys can catch all the VODs uploaded on YouTube. I'm definitely going to be watching this one at 0.25 speed just to somewhat figure out what happened. But yeah, we have an amazing run up next of Stroke. Actually, it is. Oh, no, it's Soul Sephiroth next with Tig Dwin. And then it's going to be Struggle with Sparky. And yeah, even though the marathon is coming close to an end, you can still type !donate, get us to that 3,300 mark, make a new record, and every cent helps for Haven House. So we appreciate everything you guys can give.
All right. Thank you so much. Good luck to the rest of the runners, and I hope you enjoy the end of the marathon. I'll see you guys around. Bye. Say bye to Kirby.
Bye, Kirby. We love you.